Lindsey Anderson is a superstar in the online marketing space. She's a serial entrepreneur. She's the author of the best-selling book, The Click Technique. You must read that. After creating several successful businesses, she then created a mastermind group and is killing it in that territory. And Bill Warren, known as Diamond Bill Warren, what I want to have you share is some of your experience. And I'll call on you so we can maintain some order here. But I think there's some questions that people have about the how, but they also have questions about the what, and maintaining my status as very good mindset coach. They also have some questions. What if it doesn't work? What if I haven't earned the right to coach? What if I can't live up to the, all that different stuff? So first off, Lindsey, I'll go to you first. Did you have any fears or trepidations about starting your own mastermind group, having never done it before?
Absolutely. Heck yeah, I did. And and honestly, the only way I was able to overcome those is just putting one foot in front of the other and just freaking doing it like that. And then the more calls you take and the more confidence you get in yourself and in your answers and the ability, like, I think it can be really scary to be like, okay, on a call, ask me any question and I have to kind of know the answer and facilitate this. It can be a really, really a mind situation. But just like with all things, you practice, you get confidence. Now I'll get on any mastermind call at any old time and answer any old question. And I'm good at it now.
I know. It's so Bill, what about you? I mean, you're let's see, what's the date? It's halfway through March. So you're about 90 days into almost your mastermind group. I know the answer, but tell people, your initial thoughts, trepidations about starting a group.
Well, the big thing was I was a little afraid of just knowing how to put this thing together with the technology. For one, I was unsure of. I've been in mastermind groups, and the thing was a little scary and intimidating. So, of course, being a good coach, you nudged me along, and I was so glad that you did. But once I got started and once I put one foot in front of the other, as you said, my goodness, it just really started picking up steam and got to rolling. And now we're up to 28 members.
It's amazing. Bill, I'm going to have you answer this one first. So I know where we're going with this. Did you ever question the value of what to charge, right? Talk about that.
Yeah, that was the thing. And even though I've been writing columns in our industry and speaking for some time, I was like, well, gosh, what do I charge? $79, $99? And you're like, no, you're worth a lot more than that. And when Jim started asking me, we ought to develop two different levels, well, that kind of freaked me out to begin with. And then the next thing was $297 is your base level, and then you're going to go to $497 and add a little bit of coaching with it. And we worked on that all the way up until the day before the actual launch. And you know what, guys, here again, I've got 28 members, all at different levels, $297, $497, and it's just incredible. And I'm so glad I did it.
Bill, if you don't mind me sharing, and even if you do, I'm going to share it anyway. The day before you launched, right, you were saying, Jim, $297, I don't know. Should we do $197, $247 for the initial 3 months, then let it work? I said, no, man. You built a 7-figure business in a town of 3,800 people. You're worth $297, right? And right. Nobody questioned it of all the people that applied.
Not at all. Not at all. So.
That's awesome. Lindsey, what about you? Did you ever question the value? Now, I know this is probably no, because you are a very, very gutsy woman. So did you just put a big price tag out there, or did you kind of work into it? Or
no, straight up. Yeah, I had a lot of pricing issues with it. And let me tell you a little story about it. My mastermind started at $97. Now it's a lot different now. I was able to figure out the needs and stuff as we brought people in. So now mine is at $650, and I actually have an easier time selling it at $650 than I ever did at $97, believe it or not.
I believe
Value. Obviously, there's a lot more value there now, but also the value that they think they're going to get.
And the kind of mindset pricing piece that's built in there, if I can wedge it in here, is if you tell people this is a $1,000 program because of what I know and everything I'm going to bring, and I'm going to give it to you for $97, it's flat out not believable. But if you tell people it's $500 or $800 or $1,000, most people are going to go, wow, that must be really an amazing program. Even if they can't afford it, they're going to make the assumption because of the price.
100%.
So that's a whole thing about pricing, but that'll be another training program. You know, one of the things that I questioned 11 years ago, and I know some people that I work with still today, was, am I ready to lead a mastermind? Bill, I want to start with you because you're so brand new. When you start your calls now, do you still have any butterflies at all? Or are you just like, man, this is going to kick butt?
The first couple I did have butterflies, but now man, I'm just really rocking it. Love it. And my biggest fear, to be honest, was what if somebody asked me something that I do not know? And so far, I've dodged that bullet. And, you know, like Lindsey said, every time you do it, you get a little more confident with each time. Right.
Lindsey, did you ever have that?
Yeah, people will ask me stuff I don't know all the time, and it goes back to just general business. It's like, you're not expected to know everything. What you can do for your members is say, you know what? Haven't really thought about that. I need a bit of time to mull over that, and I'll get you back an answer. Simple as that.
Yeah.
And they respect it. Yeah.
Oh, I totally get that. If you don't know, say you don't know. But there's a great scene in a movie. I think it was Matthew McConaughey, and it was the movie U-571. I don't know if you remember that, but he was brand new being a submarine skipper. I think this was World War II. And at one point he said, I don't know. And then the older guy, like the second in command, I forget who that was, said, you're the captain. You never say I don't know. Right? And it's not so much you don't know, but you give a good, commanding, authoritative response. This is what I think, but I'm also going to ask some people that I know, and I'm going to come back to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think I come out and say, I don't know. I say, I need to think about that for a bit. Yeah, and get back to you, essentially. Yes.
Yeah. Another question that I get, and we're really ripping through these, which is good, is other than am I qualified, is who should be in the group? Should it be 100% niche focused? Do we cross over various niches? And I think, I'm going to talk about this after you guys say goodnight, but Bill, you're in a niche focused group. You teach jewelers. Lindsey, with your skill, you probably have people in, 50 different niches, right? Because of the style of what you're teaching, right? Or are you now running exact niche mastermind?
I am actually niching. That my advice would be to niche, because you just get, like, I can help anyone digital market, but I actually know how to help coaches and consultants real specifically and address their concerns and address their needs. So I find more value and I'm able to charge more just talking to coaches and consultants.
That's awesome. And Bill, you're obviously niched. Did it ever occur to you to invite other people in, or this really is a jeweler's mastermind?
This is a jeweler's mastermind, but that being said, down the line, I am already thinking this could be retailer specific. So we could branch out and do different things. I feel like it could grow, and no reason that it couldn't.
Let's answer Tamara's question, which was, so today, what can we charge? Do you have an opinion on that, Bill?
Well, again, as you said, value yourself. It's perceived value. If you come across with a real lowball price, well, that's how you're going to be perceived. So charge what, even above and beyond what you think you're worth. That was the thing. The minute I started charging $497, I couldn't believe it when people were signing up. Well, I shouldn't say, because I watched it happen. I do believe it. So
yeah.
It was amazing. So don't start out undercutting yourself right off the bat.
I agree. And if you're talking literally today, 100%, I believe, yes. So this is our new reality. And this immediate reality, we're going to be in for an uncomfortably long period of time. Even after we exit this reality, we will have a whole new situation. But I truly believe working online, coaching and consulting, helping people will be investing in themselves now.
And creating multiple streams of income.
Yeah, I actually got a new customer today in my mastermind because people are looking for help.
I have one more question for you guys. For those folks that are kind of maybe have thought, everybody thinks about it until their back's against the wall, right? Or people that are now thinking about it because everything's been running fine in their normal business. You have any final words of encouragement about starting a virtual mastermind? Lindsey, you go first.
The time is now. This is a huge opportunity to start it. People are looking for help, and this is your time to step into a leadership role and help people through through whatever their troubles are. Even if they had troubles before, those troubles still exist, but now they're amplified. And the good news is they have the time. They have the time to fix the problems.
That's right. And that's one of the reasons, because I actually had a talk with some different people, mentors of mine, like, do I promote this now? Do I make this opportunity or share the invitation, whatever? Well, yeah, because people have the time right now and they're looking for something to do with that time. Bill, what about you?
Absolutely. I think now is the time. Go ahead and pull the trigger. If I had a failing in this whole thing, it was that I waited and I waited for a long time. And, you know, if you wait for all the lights to be on go, you're going to be waiting a long time. And the other thing was, don't overthink it. Paralysis by analysis. You know, I could have tried to have done this on my own, and I thought about doing it on my own, but the help of somebody, there's an old saying, it's not what you know, but who you know. In this case, it was who that I knew and what he knew. So he was able to cut the time and just fill in the gaps in my knowledge and help me in such a way. And for that, I'll be forever grateful to Captain Jim Palmer.
Well, I want to give you kudos because when we met, I said, we're going to do this, but we're not going to do it in March. I think everybody's kind of wrapped up with the 2020 kick-ass, the whole January thing, right? And I said, we're going to go really, really fast. Are you okay with fast? It might look messy. You said, I'll do whatever you tell me to do, right? Yeah. And you launched, and it's freaking amazing what you created in such a short period of time, Bill.
Thank you, Jim. It's been all worth it. It has been a blast.
Lindsey, anything else? Thank you so much for showing. There's your book. There's the click technique. Where's that available?
There you go.
Amazon and your website or Amazon or where?
Amazon and theclicktechniquebook.com. Thanks, Jim.
Any other place to come find you?
Probably hit me up on Instagram, the.lindsey.anderson.
Very cool. Bill, what's your 411?
Meet me at diamondbillmarketing.com, and you can also look me up on Facebook and soon to be Instagram.
Instagram. There you go. Guys, thank you so much. You are dismissed with my great thanks.